Parts of the northern plains and upper Midwest are digging out from a spring blizzard. We're not exaggerating. The snow is still falling there. One person is dead after a car hit a snow plow in Colorado, and a state of emergency has been declared in Minnesota.
CBS News correspondent Adriana Diaz is in Watertown, South Dakota. She reports the snow has led to concern there might be flooding in the region once it melts.
Vlad and Marie, people in Watertown are going to have to dig out of this today. With all this snowdrift, some people are going to have trouble figuring out which cars are theirs. Now, the winds have died down, but the snow continues to fall. Major roads remain closed in some areas, and thousands are still without power across the region.
Cars and big rigs were no match for whiteout snow and powerful wind gusts topping 60 miles per hour. Neither was this Minnesota state trooper as he tried to direct traffic around a jackknifed semi-trailer. The wintry blast shook power lines, freezing some and toppling others. At one point, nearly 77,000 homes and businesses were without power.
We usually don't get this in April.
Here in Watertown, we met Ron Lohr as he tried, perhaps in vain, to clear snow from his yard.
It's almost not worth even trying to clear the snow at this point.
No, it really isn't. I'll get out for a while today and come home and spend the rest of the day at home.
Not everyone had that option. With several interstates shut down, more than 100 truck drivers were stranded at this rest stop.
So you're sleeping in your truck?
Yes, I am. Yep.
And the blizzard is impacting far more than traffic.
Back home, we're usually farming out in the field, and down here they're farming too, but it's going to be, now with all this extra snow, it's going to be a month yet.
Farmers here in cattle country are scrambling to keep their livestock alive.
When you get 10, 12 inches or more on the ground, it's just tough to work and to make sure they're all right.
Farmers we spoke to told us they had to stay up all night in shifts, checking on their cattle, especially the baby calves that are born this time of year. Some are also worried about flooding because once all this snow melts, it'll turn into water. And there was severe flooding in other parts of the region last month that wiped out entire farms. Vlad, Anne-Marie?
Wow, Adriana, thank you very much. The producer, David Parkinson, joins us now with more on what we can expect heading into the weekend. So just how much more snow is expected?
We're through the worst of it. So there's a couple more inches left to go. It's still going to be snowing for a decent amount of time. But the other thing is, even when the snow stops, even if you have wind that's just 20 or 30 miles an hour, right? We're taking it back below the worst thresholds. It's still enough to blow those drifts of snow around. So it's one of those things where you're going to have to do multiple plow passes. It's not really a great situation. The good news is, because the sun is so high up in the sky, it's all going to melt fairly quickly, which then runs into that flooding threat.
Is there an area that is hardest hit? Because based on Adriana's story, it looks like everywhere has been hit pretty hard.
I mean, I'm going to be honest, like I picked just about the worst place in South Dakota to be, and I sent her. You know, like we made an educated guess on where the bullseye would be. That being said, you know, that area around Watertown's over 2 feet, and you can see that's another 1 to 2 inches that's on that forecast map. And as you go into the afternoon, your worst place today will be northern Minnesota and into parts of North Dakota. North Dakota had been spared for the first day or so of this storm, but as this storm pulls out, I-29 shut down the entire length of both North Dakota and South Dakota, essentially. Right. So you've got really difficult travel conditions until at least tomorrow.
Quickly, the South?
Yeah, so the South is the really important thing that we want people to be aware of this weekend. So the first thing to know about the South is we do have some serious severe weather concerns tomorrow in Louisiana, and then we have some severe weather concerns on Sunday for the Southeast. So here you go. This area shaded in red, that is your best chance for severe weather on Saturday. The area shaded in orange, your best bet on Sunday. That includes where the Masters is, and then we deal with the flooding next week.
And when you say severe, we're talking possible tornadoes? Or?
Tornadoes, large tornadoes, EF2s, 3s, 4s potentially. This is a very serious severe weather threat this weekend. Don't take it lightly. Stay weather aware and consult your local forecast office.
You heard David. Thank you very much.
Thanks, David.